My name is Detective Holsty. I work for the Plant City Police Department. On July 13th, 2005, we came to this address. Myself and my partner came to the house. This is the house right here. This is the front door that we walked in. I knocked on the door, and a female came to the door and opened the door and asked me what I wanted. I told her that we were here because of a phone call about a young female child that lived in the house that was possibly the victim of some type of neglect. It's the first time that I've been back in the house, and the house is abandoned now. The photos that you're going to see were taken 10 days after. There was animal feces on the floor, there was chewed up food everywhere, there was trash everywhere, cigarette butts laying everywhere, and there were spider webs hanging from the ceiling. There were thousands and thousands of cockroaches. This is actually Danielle's bedroom right here. When I walked in the room, her eyes were opened very, very wide when she saw me, and her mouth dropped open, and she did the little crab walk into the corner and tucked her knees up to her and wrapped her hands around her knees and started making grunting noises. Her bed sat almost against this right here. It was a box spring and a mattress. They were moldy, they were wet, damp, they were rotting to the point to where springs were sticking through the mattress. As I picked her up, I kind of cradled her head and I looked, and you could see insect activity in her hair. There were fleas, there was nits, lice all in her hair. I noticed she had insect bites from the top of her head to the tips of her toes. The only thing she was wearing was a diaper, which had been soiled for quite some time. And she weighed nothing. Her cheeks were sunken in. She was terrified to be picked up. She couldn't or wouldn't talk to me. Brought her out to this area here where the mother was in the living room. I said, "How could this happen? How could you let this happen?" And she said, "I'm doing the very best I can." I told her, "Your best is not good enough."